Episode 48.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Yes, dude.
Live in the studio.
We finally have a black guest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Black guest. Black guest. Black guest.
Hey, within a year, that's pretty good.
We got one in a year.
Yeah, in a year. Yeah, that's all right.
Actually, how many guests have we had? We've only had like 4 guests.
True.
So
We're above the fucking
batting.
population.
yeah.
Well, this is in celebration of OJ's freedom.
This is.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
we
juice!
brought a
The
black
juice
guy.
isn't. I didn't even know why I was here. I was like, I go ask no
No,
questions.
we-
I want to be
We
surprised.
want you to talk now.
It's about the juice being loose.
I'm happy for him.
Back off the mic a little
Okay.
bit.
Sorry,
Ah,
that's
there we
my-
go. No, you're good. I just saw you coming in hot on that thing.
Yeah, that's my power.
Perfect. No, you're good. I like that.
It's excited. We started talking about OJ, dude.
Toil spiked the levels, dude.
Yeah, he's like, it's free. Came in strong, dude. I'm telling you.
But no, Toyo is a Philly comic, and he's black.
Yes, I think that's probably about all that.
And he takes good care of himself.
He's wearing a
Yes.
tank top. If that gives you a mental
He's
picture.
got a good fashion sense.
Yeah.
Borderline gay.
I guess that's what
You take so much good care of
I
yourself
do, yeah.
that I'm like,
Yeah, you do. You wonder, don't
could
you?
be a little
sometimes?
light in the loafers. But then I hear stories about your sexual prowess.
Yeah.
And I'm immediately taken aback.
Oh man,
That is a warm welcome.
yeah.
If ever.
If ever, that's probably
that's
the
great.
best introduction I could have. Always be prepared, guys. Always be prepared in the bedroom. Always be prepared, though. That's real shit.
Yo, do you mind if we talk about that at all?
Let's go.
About
I
your
mean-
sexual exploits?
Yeah,
Exploits?
we can
Yeah.
go into it. I don't
All
care.
right, because my friend Charles told me this. Bliznick told me this. And he's been laughing about this for a while.
Fuck.
Now, this is, I forget if we made this up or you actually said you do this, but have you ever, during doggy style sexual intercourse,
Fuck.
you wouldn't happen to have placed your foot on a girl's head while you were doing that, would you?
Okay. Short answer, yes. But here's the thing.
Second question, did you happen to have some sort of constrictor wrapped over across your neck, like a snake on your shoulders?
No, I did not. But I can tell you, I can tell you that R&B music was playing while this was
Oh,
happening.
no.
Oh, but here's in my defense of the situation. This woman liked it incredibly rough. Okay. And she talked about it, but sometimes people are like, "Oh, I like it rough," and then you get in
And
there.
when
and
push comes to
Come-
foot on the head, you get a
When
little gunshot.
when you put the gas pedal on a bitch, dude, they fucking. Yeah.
Well, here's the
How
thing.
much of your body weight was on her head?
Well, here you gotta be respectful. So you gotta you gotta be respectful. So while you're doing it, like doggy style, you gotta kind of be like in a kind of squat position. So you're not really leaning over
Yes.
on them. You're kind
Okay.
of over them.
Damn,
And
you
that-
support your own weight. In
Yeah,
doggy style?
yeah,
I
dude.
take a break, dude. I lean on the fucking stand. I'm like,
Well,
oh.
keep in mind, I was also 28 at the time. This is
True.
a different Satoyo, like what I'm saying, like
Okay.
But
all right. Well, I thought this was a regular move, and I was very happy about it. When I heard it, I was like, "Yo, Satoyo's the fucking best."
well, no, so during this encounter, she had already she liked it so rough, but I thought that she meant she liked to be the one receiving the roughness. While we're fucking, she's already slapped me twice during the whole thing,
Okay.
like fuck me harder. So I'm doing it from behind, and she's like harder, and I turn up the volume. And she's like harder, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go again. It's like, and then she's like harder, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going in, and she's like harder, god damn it, harder, and I'm like, I don't have a DEFCON 4, I don't have that.
This is it.
So I had to think as I got to rise to the occasion. I got to be like one of them European porn stars, like my nigga Manuel Ferreira, and I got to like come up with a move. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna
How did
like.
you get your leg around?
So
to her
so
head?
again,
could
since
see-
you're
I could see that.
yeah, since you were since
It's like a spider.
Like her face down,
Yeah.
yeah.
and your
Did
foot.
she start like sucking your toes, or you just
No, God, I wouldn't. That would have been too much because you don't want to be.
No,
you-
that's
you
a
don't-
weird line to draw.
Well, in the moment, I don't know what I would have done with it. But what you do is, so this is all happening. So you're kind of holding up your own body weight, and then I just very respectfully put my foot on the side of her head because that's how she was like. Her head was in the pillow, and her face was sideways to it. So I just
What were you guys arguing about?
we weren't arguing.
I thought you-
She just wanted more of what was happening, and then once I did that, it like worked like a charm. It was like, a dude, it's like,
Yeah.
bro, yeah,
Step
bro,
on her head, that'll
yeah,
do it.
dude. We went into the fourth dimension. Like it was after that. She
Why
was
do you
like,
think
Was she
chicks-
white?
Yes.
You're right. I think she had a bit of a fantasy thing going here.
You know what? That's not it wouldn't be the first time, but honestly, if I'm ever going to do that with or have sex with a white woman, I really, at this stage, I put that shit out of my mind. I don't care. That's their thing.
Yeah,
But
you should totally hit them. Seriously, I wonder why. Why do you think women like to get hit like that or like roughed up?
I know that for some women, they've told me that because they're such omegas in their personal life, like at work, and how they dictate things, and even within the context of some of their relationships, that they're so in control of the situation that when it comes to the sex, they like to be just out of control and dominated. That's what I've heard from some women. From other women,
So
I
they're
think,
omegas though.
yeah, like because a woman can't be an alpha. Let's say so
Sick. I like that.
Yeah, so the thing that's comparable to an alpha is the omega, which is the female version, I guess, of the.
Isn't it omega the end of the alphabet?
Yes.
But yeah,
So that's like worse than a beta. Infinitely worse.
Yeah.
I could see how it's
The
like
end?
a spectrum.
The final word.
The beta's trying to be an alpha.
Yeah.
It's
The
on that end
oh,
of the
so the
spectrum.
omega is
so it's
just
like
the
even
end of
it's
the
like
alphabet.
a cuck alpha.
Yeah.
But
Gotcha.
the omega has nothing to do with the alpha. It's just the opposite.
The end.
pole.
Yeah. The final word.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've heard that there's I'm
Until
so
you
in
step
control.
on their fucking head.
Yeah, she was
Just gets
a
black foot to the side of her face.
she was a high-ranking lawyer in
No, that's true.
Philadelphia.
That's
yeah.
why a lot of guys like to get like tied up and stuff. A lot of like execs like to get tied up and whipped.
Yeah. So it was look,
Wolf of the Wall Street got a candle in his butt.
Wolf of the Wall Street.
the wolf.
Yeah,
So that's good.
I can't wait to give this a shot with Caitlin.
You gonna step on her
I'm gonna say,
head.
listen, honey,
Oh God.
we're gonna go to
But
Carrabba's.
she's such a sweet
we're gonna have
woman.
we're gonna have a nice evening. We're gonna put the dog outside of the bedroom.
Yeah.
He'll be whimpering the entire time to
course
get
he
in,
will.
and then I will say, my friend Satoyo told me about this cool move,
No.
and
feel
then
like
I'll,
my dick-
I'll
I feel like
stomp her fucking. I'll probably cramp up.
As soon as I lifted my leg,
That's
my
a
dick
Charlie
would. I
horse.
feel like my dick would pop out as soon as I lifted my leg
Oh,
too
yeah, I
high.
don't have my doggies. Never mind. I don't want to get into this.
I'd have to alternate like dick in, dick out,
Yeah.
heads kick,
Yeah.
dick back in.
Yeah, I'm not even pulling out. I just push
I-
her physically with my body.
It is
I'd have to hit her more with like a Blanca side kick, just like
it is a very athletic move. I think I was probably like 150 when I pulled that move
Damn.
off.
You
Yeah,
got a little
so
swole since
yeah,
then.
I got bigger since then. So I don't know.
yeah, you can't be hitting the quad.
You gotta
Yeah.
break it out, though. You got to break it out.
Yeah, well, if the situation calls for it,
I
you
got a
know?
book bag over there and some pillows that I think I could simulate a woman. I'd like to see you.
Oh, okay. You think you could just?
I'd like to see this. Actually, Matt, you would be a volunteer for that, right?
But just get down, let's do a step on my head.
Purely for
Yeah.
For
position.
yeah,
No, we're
for
not gonna
just
do that. But
just for athletic
For the
purposes.
maybe off air. Maybe
we'll do
off
it.
the cast.
Sure.
Yeah, I'd like to see you
Or I'll
guys.
lay on my back. We'll do it. Figure that out
Yeah,
too.
dude. For the sake of
Just see what
science.
his missionary's like.
Well, you got to look into my eyes for that. I'm an eye
Oh
looker.
man,
Yeah,
I made eye
dude.
contact with you when you said
Yeah,
that. That's not what I wanted.
I know, but we're here now. It's
There
already,
we are.
he won't look at me.
Well, it's quite the icebreaker.
Here we go.
We're loose. We're firing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby. I was just in New York. Just got back from that place.
How was that?
Continues to suck.
Yeah, it's all good.
Matt's checking his watch.
Got
He's
to
got a
call
phone
my
call.
I got to call my watch.
Yeah.
Future.
What do you think of that watch? Phone?
love it, dude.
You love it?
Yeah,
You got a computer basically on like on your wrist.
it's pretty sick. Yeah,
But like, isn't it the same thing as a phone?
yeah, but when you're driving, like you don't have to pull your
Alright.
phone out,
Alright.
Oh,
and it gives you
nice.
directions. It'll buzz.
This
and
is
like,
just
make
like a
left.
more convenient phone.
Yeah, and it was a gift for free.
I was about to
No,
say.
I mean, I'm
I
not-
don't. Yeah, and if I don't wear it, like you don't like it, I'm like, I don't like it.
How much did she tell you how much it cost?
It's like $200.
$200. Yeah, damn near a video
Love
game
that
console.
caveat. He was like, "Was a gift, and plus now I pretty much have to wear it."
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
she sees me not wearing it, you don't like it.
Yeah. So I put it on every day.
It's $200, bro. You got to wear that shit.
Yeah.
I work at the gym. I like keeping track of my heart rate since I'm convinced I'm going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
So I just like keep it up. I'm like 170. I gotta leave. And I just leave instantly. I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna have the big one.
Oh man! But anyway, I was in New York. Took the megabus. Got back home like 4 a.m. last night or this morning. So I'm very, very excited to be here.
Yeah.
But no, New York was gay on Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah,
And
you were.
then I did Frantic at the Stand on Monday, which was cool because
Nice.
there's good comics there. But Friday and Saturday was it was just like an alt comedy room.
Sure.
And Friday they liked me, but Saturday I haven't eaten a dick like that in a long time. I was sweating. I could feel my forehead
Was there
sweating.
a guy there who did like a thing to a rhythm the whole time? And be like, and then I said, bump, 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 bump. That was the one guy when I was in Brooklyn
No.
who would like the only one who would do well.
No,
He does
there
like
was-
a real. He does not rapping, but he just does songs while he's talking. He like does like spoken word to like a snap.
Oh, God.
It's pretty funny too.
Yeah.
He was. I was surprised, but he. I thought he'd be like the omega of the alt comedy scene, dude.
that alt shit.
Well, it's not all as much as it is.
Is it just
It's like
weird?
an open mic. It's like a club that it still gets good comics.
Yeah.
Like on the Friday show, I was on. Like Mark Norman was supposed to be there. He
That's
didn't
good.
show up, but he was on the bill.
Yeah.
But like they get good comics, but then it's also like there's an open mic at the same time. So the whole place is packed with like open mic comics in New York.
That's awful.
Who are like, I don't understand how you start in New York as an open mic comic.
I've always said that. I've always thought
Crazy.
I've always thought of because to me, and I've heard from numerous New York comics, they're like, yeah, we're the biggest industry. It doesn't mean we're the best scene
Yeah.
at all. So I've always kind of looked at a comic who comes up in New York and gets good. I've always been like, fuck, that's impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Because there's so many reasons to not get good there.
Yeah.
And you can see it when you go
Yeah.
up there in the performers because, and it's not even, you got kids coming in from Nebraska, they move to New York, they start doing comedy for the first time and they think they have to be a New Yorker more than anything else, as opposed to someone who's like started comedy in Florida, then went to New York. So they've already got like a backbone of, they have a knowledge of what it is they're doing so they can go up there and get better, as opposed to the person who's like, I'm just going to start here and do this.
Yeah, it was a weird scene because like they're all new and they're all like, this is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all wearing cool clothes and like it's like punk rock
man.
scene of comedy.
Yeah.
And they're all fucking weird.
Yeah.
And
Got that anxiety, bro.
and I'm better than them, so I was just hanging out among them, and they showed me no respect because obviously they have no fucking idea
They
who
didn't
I
kiss
am.
the hand at all,
They
yeah.
did not kiss the
They
ring
didn't
at
bend
all.
the knee, huh?
In fact, they almost wanted me to bend the knee to them.
How so?
Just kind of their arrogance of like, this is my mic, man. What are you doing here? I'm like, oh, I was on
Really?
not, that was, I mean, again, it was probably all in my head, but yes, that was the vibe.
So the conversations felt like they were like looking down upon
Slightly
you.
condescending and
Yeah.
like slightly,
They hit you with a lot of like, oh, cool, man. They'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
so, oh, cool, man. Yeah, all right.
yeah,
That
or like
kills
they'll
me.
do a bit while they're talking to you.
Yeah.
Like they'll approach you with like I was standing there talking to my friend Burke. Yo, shout out Burke. What up, boy?
What's up, dog?
He loves this shit.
He's
you
a
know Burke.
man.
Yeah,
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 Burke,
he's
he's a
great.
man.
But we were down there and like this kid walked up and actually there's like 30 Gorans there.
Nice.
Now you guys
Really?
will know that example,
yeah,
but
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it's like 30 fucking crazy people.
Yeah.
It's nice to have one
Yeah.
Goran in Philly. One is good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's wacky, he's funny.
Yeah.
Great guy. But then when you have 30 of those guys just packed in a 10 o'clock open mic in it's a night.
too
But anyway,
much.
this kid, sorry, Gorn, but this kid just starts standing next to me and my friend while we're talking. And I was like, oh, are you in line for the bathroom? Because I was like, we're not, you're good. And he was like, nope, just eavesdropping on you guys. And I was like, oh, here comes a bit.
Yep.
And he was like, sometimes I just like to eavesdrop and then I just walk into a conversation and I say too much and then people they get uncomfortable and they don't know how to stop me. And I was just like, dude. And I honestly thought to myself, I was like, because I just had a horrible set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fuming. I was just trying to drink a fucking PBR and fucking get the fuck out of there. This kid starts doing a fucking bit to me. And I was like, I should punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah.
That'd have been.
I was like, I should punch him in the face. And then I thought to myself, I was like, well, why not just tell him to go away?
Yeah.
No.
That's less hateful.
If you punched him in the face, you'd have just went. You'd have been the all-time
Yeah, I
greatest.
know,
If
but-
you just punched someone in the face for doing a bit after
The definitely the legend of Shane Gillis would have rose.
For sure. I
It's-
was proud of myself for even, like, I thought about it quickly.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I was like, don't do that. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
if you
I was that
fucking
mad, though,
decked him.
that this
Yes.
kid came up and was like, oh, yeah, this fucking bit, dude. Don't do that to me.
I give you credit for that too, because I just would have told him to go home. I just would like, just go home. Like,
Yeah.
no, we don't need whatever you're trying to please. you obviously don't have any idea
I
as
would
to
have
how
went
any of
along
this
with it
works.
like a coward. I've been like, yeah, man.
After you eat a dick, oh fuck no,
No,
get
after
the
a bad set,
Nah.
and then you're down with it. I shouldn't have been there.
I wanted to fight that guy the one time after we did the Stress
Yeah, that was
Factory. Some
hilarious.
guy like just mentioned me. I went up before him and ate a dick, and then
Yeah.
like he said something. I was like, fuck him, kill that
yeah.
kid. I was so mad, dude.
Yeah.
I thought Matt was. I was
was
sitting with
so
Matt,
mad.
Yeah.
and this guy got up and was like, "Give it up for that future stepdad." I
Yeah.
think it was something
Oh.
shitty like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't
That was
even
horrible,
that.
dude. It was just dumb.
But everybody kind of laughed, and then Matt, like, I looked at Matt to see if he was laughing because I was laughing. I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, it's funny that guy talks shit." Matt was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, I looked at him, and he was
Yeah.
like looking around trying to fight.
So it was 2 nights in a row. He would take something I did and then try to just make a bit out of it himself. And then I caught the next week. He literally stole one of my premises, tried to use it, and flatlined right up front. And I was
Nice.
like, pussy. Then I went up to afterwards. I went up to him and I was like, "You ever fucking talk shit ever again?" And he's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "I'm just kidding."
See, that was your moment right there. That was your moment to literally be like, dude, I'll fucking kill
It's
you.
psychotic though.
Yeah.
And I make, you can't make fun of people as much as I do, and then be like, "You can't make fun of me. Stop it." I had a
Yeah,
bad
of course,
set."
of course. Yeah, but this kid. Thankfully, somebody else walked by, and I was like, "Are you friends with that guy?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Go fucking talk to that guy.
Nice.
Go be with that guy."
Oh, that's even more. I feel like I'd rather have someone like punch me and be like, "Oh no, he's fucking crazy. He's punching
well,
me in
no,
the face."
he
wasn't
was
all there.
a lunatic, so
Yeah.
it was like,
Okay.
if you want to talk shit, I can. You know,
Well,
if you
comedy-
want to run a bit like that, we can do that.
Comedy's a good space for lunatics, as we've all seen.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a nice safe haven. Like a lunatic can come into comedy and get like a good 3 years out of it before everyone's like, okay, you gotta.
I'd say
fucking go.
it's 75. And speaking for Philadelphia, it's about 75% people who are kind of just like running
fucking
away
insane.
from something.
Yeah.
serious.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely.
Just kind of, it's like 75% fucked up people
Yeah.
who just
Yeah.
should be just baking under fluorescent lighting right somewhere else. And they're like, "No, I'm an artist." And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, all right.
No,
give
no,
it
you're
5 years.
You're not an
you'll crack.
artist. You're a mathematician. you're actually probably a genius mathematician who has issues with family, and you need to go and get that sorted.
You talking about a beautiful mind, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
So, Satoyo,
Yo.
you're black.
Yeah.
What do you think about all this kneeling business?
I think it's been. I think. What are you? Is this a serious question? You asking this question here?
Yeah, fuck it.
No, man, that
well,
shit-
here's one of the reasons we wanted you on here because I listened to your podcast.
Yeah.
Them Boys.
Yes.
Him and Perlman, two guys who love to talk,
Yes.
and both. I'm not sure if they're gay. But
Perlman is confirmed bisexual.
Yeah, so that's gay.
Does he just couch that now that he's married?
No, his wife knows.
Sick. So you can
Yeah.
fuck dudes. This is up.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I
I don't know if
think
he
he's-
can do that. I don't know if he can do that.
No.
I don't know if he can do that. But you know,
He's put that's a tough fucking pony to keep
bro,
on the tracks.
he
dude.
put you
wanna
slide
fuck
that
dudes, yeah, you
slide
gotta-
that card on the table. That's a fucking boss
That's why
move.
I don't like you two hanging out. He gets wind of this doggy style story. You guys.
Nah, Perlman's tall. He's a bit tall for
Like,
that.
fuck.
Dude, that'd be so funny if all your sex stories were about Perlman. You
Oh
just
my
fucked Perlman the whole time.
Nah,
You're
bro.
not bisexual, eh?
No,
All right.
nah.
Not that it matters.
Yeah, you keep checking. He keeps checking. Like, are you sure? I think Shane wants me to like come out with some exclusive right here on the
I do want you
podcast.
to be gay.
Dude, if you came on our podcast, I'll pay you $50 right now.
He wants me
just
to be
do
gay.
it.
They
I
want me to
you
be gay so bad.
because it'll help me
Yes.
compartmentalize
Yep.
the world. Like if I see a guy with a nice haircut and a tank top,
Yeah.
and he's fit, I'm like, all right, he's gay.
Yeah, he doesn't like it when you could have all those things and be like this. And just like, oh yeah, I have sex with women. He's like, no, that's not
No,
that's
you
not
can't.
right. You can't.
You
You're
need
not
to be-
allowed.
You need to be pale and ugly. Then you're straight. But no, so I listen to your podcast and I disagree with 90%
Sure.
when it comes to because you're woke. Right?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I try not to use that term because that's stupid. Because for every progressive thing that I say and do believe, there's probably something that I'm not particularly progressive on, and I have no business talking
It's a
about.
very woke answer.
True.
But
That's the most woke answer I've ever heard to that question. But yeah, so yes, and so I was listening to I've listened to every episode. Sometimes out of hate,
Of course.
But yeah, of course. I'm sure we have people that listen to this.
Yeah.
They're like fucking assholes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
But you need
Yes.
that. Like you
Yeah.
fucking
It's
need
funny.
that. That's
True.
great. Yeah, keep listening to my shit. Hate me, please.
Yeah.
Keep listening. Yeah.
But you guys were talking about obviously what is currently happening in our country, which is a lot of racial issues, and I just sit there and I'm like, fuck. I just, you know how you have fake arguments with people?
Sure.
What do you like imagined in your head?
Just imaginary
I
confrontations.
do that constantly, dude. Yeah.
So like I'll listen to your guys' podcast and I'll be like, yeah, but guess what?
Yeah.
Think again.
Oh, so in your head, like Gillis has flamed me in his head so many times. Gillis has been like, you didn't think about that, did you, pussy?
Sorry, I'm talking so much, but then I also knew that if we ever did sit down and have a conversation, that because I've talked to you, I mean,
we've had,
and it's never been because you're very agreeable. You're a very nice, fun. Like as soon as we sit down here, I'm like, he's good, people, whatever. Who cares about all that?
It's just when he doesn't see me for like a month. Then he's like, I fucking.
Then I hear you with all your kill whitey malarkey, and I get fired up.
It's sick to think about you down here just fucking ghost arguing with Satoya.
Right? He's like, fucking.
He just hangs up the tank top right there. And he's like, no, Satoya.
Yeah. He starts doing push-ups and shit. He's in training. He's like,
I had a guy like at the Pauls when I just got that dog. He said I couldn't, like the dog was being taken for a walk the first time I went to visit him. He's like, no, you can't pet him. And for like a week, I had to go see him again the next week. The whole week I was like, I'm going to be like, fuck you, dude. I'm going to see this dog right. Like it was just nonstop being like, if I see him, and he like drove by me and I was parked in the fire lane. And I was just like, what are you going to do? Park in the fire lane, dude. Fuck you. I was so mad. The fact that he's like, you actually can't see him. You can't touch him today. And I was just like, fucking touch his
Can't touch who?
The dog that I was going to get.
Oh,
so I
did you
got
get
that dog. I ended up getting that dog.
Nice.
But he was walking on a leash, and I was like, holy shit, what are the chances? I went to pet him. He's like, he won't be playing with you today, and like walking away.
Oh, fuck.
What the whole rest of the week, I was like, I'm
dork.
gonna fucking see him. Fuck you, dude.
What a dork.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah.
Well, that guy actually sucks.
Yeah.
Satoyo, on the other hand, he's a great guy. And
But I'm just talking about having imaginary fucking
imaginary beef.
And then like I saw him, and I was just like, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Thanks for dog.
Hey, thanks, man.
Appreciate it. Here's 150.
It's not. I don't want you to think I'm sitting down here like it's Toyo's fucking
No,
gay.
no.
I'm just debating.
Of course.
What you say.
Of course.
So, because it's I don't like woke comedy.
Well, the thing about it is, I don't like comedy that goes out of its way to make a point as opposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Funny is the priority. So even if you make a good point, like sometimes I'll have a joke that my intent of the joke is to be funny.
Yes.
But I notice, and I've seen it before, where I'll get a clap in the middle, and I'm like, that's not what that's for.
Yeah.
Because this I'm only setting up this logical point with this hitter that I got for you.
Yeah.
But now you're listening more to the logical point than you are to the joke. That's not what this is about.
Yeah.
Like realistically, so to me, it's like I think that especially now you have a proliferation of specials where
Right,
there's
you also say words like proliferations.
Yeah,
I think if you say proliferations, you can't say the N-word.
no, of course I can. That's the beauty of it. I mean, listen, look.
If you say proliferations,
no. Niggas
you're
say
not-
proliferations.
No, don't say
you
it.
say I did
I don't like
it.
to
See,
hear
I
you
did
say
it.
it.
Niggas say proliferations. Niggas do say this. We do.
I don't like hearing you say
I know
it.
you don't. You know, like he's like he
sounds
is
like me
Yo,
saying
bro,
it.
he
I
is
don't
so
wanna hear you
he
say
is so
it.
he's as red as a blow pop right now. He's so red. It is
Oh,
amazing.
man.
No, but I think so. I think there's now you watch a lot of comedy specials where motherfuckers just getting applauses,
Oh,
and I'm just like, that's great, but this is a TED Talk then.
Shit.
You know, whereas to me it's like, nah, I have a particular set of skills, and my main job when I go up there above anything else is to be funny.
Yeah.
Now I could tell you the truth, and I could fucking lie to you. It doesn't really matter so long as I'm funny. You know, and it doesn't have to be. A joke can be gauche, a joke can be off color, it can be all those things, but it has to be fucking funny. Even if you make a great point that gets the applause break, the joke still has to exist there. And as the performer, you gotta know, am I just making great points or I'm actually fucking funny with this thing as well?
Yeah, but I feel like 99% of comics will just be like, you just say it to get the crowd on your side. You know what
Of
I mean?
course,
A lot of comics
definitely.
aren't even thinking like that. They're
Definitely.
just like, if I mention Trump and
Yep.
say, fuck him, he's orange, they're
Yeah.
going to like me, and then I can talk about my cat
Yeah.
for half an hour.
Yeah.
And I don't want you to think that I think your stand-up, because your stand-up's not woke.
Right.
I'm talking about the podcast.
Right.
And there is a big difference between your podcast and your stand-up.
Sure.
Because your podcast, they just talk. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
Tell me this.
Black power liberalism. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek,
Tell
I
me
think.
this. Have you ever flip-flopped on a political thing to get some pussy? Because I'm convinced a lot of the liberalism is get ass.
Yeah, I'm convinced that male feminism.
I told a girl I voted for Hillary Clinton once.
I think male feminism is much the same thing. I think dudes who self-describe as male feminists are literally just trying to get pussy. I don't think they should be believed at all. But in order to I've never needed to. I know I've definitely said something that made a woman not want to fuck me based on my views.
I'm gonna put my foot on your head.
No. That she came back after that. That's now these fuckers are gonna think I just do that. It was different. Listen, she's a high-ranking lawyer. She's an ex-gymnast, so she was down for the physicality.
I think we could probably Google this and narrow this down. I think we can figure out who this lady.
Listen, I had just moved here. I was working off a lot of stress at the time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm proud of it. But now people, oh yeah, you fucking,
that makes me. All I do is put my finger in her butt. That's like my. My one and only.
It's a pretty wild move, though.
That's
I'm
light.
proud of that.
Just a little bit.
That's a nice thing.
I don't go all. I just give up to the nail. I push it basically.
That's a lightweight move, bro. You gotta kind of.
That is lightweight.
You gotta kind of get
kind of
nasty.
Impressive.
You ever make them taste it afterward? Do you ever fucking?
Look at this, dude. Stop being gay, Satoyo.
You don't even know what I'm referencing. They don't even know what I'm referencing. They don't even know. I could have been talking about her vagina.
I would never. Oh yeah, that.
Either way, take it easy with that.
That's all I mean.
I would say.
That's all I mean.
Well, making a woman taste her own vagina, I would say 9 out of 10 women like that.
Yeah, well, I have yet to encounter one who's. I have yet to encounner one who is not in the throes of passion when it's good. Like I can't spell. I'm sure a woman
just sitting next to her on the couch, like
yeah. It's like you're sitting there fucking.
Oh, God, dude.
Fucking watching Game of Thrones, and be like, "Here, taste this." Well, I don't think that one goes down.
No, dude. I'm with you on that. If you tell them to taste themselves, they will.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wait, did you just say taste themselves?
Yes. If you're like,
do you guys not hear how fucking weird that is?
It sounds good.
That's
my goodness.
We're not fucking right now, so saying things like that sounds crazy.
Yeah,
okay, but
be like, taste yourself.
Oh, dude, I turn it. I turn into full like Vampire Diaries. I'm like, taste yourself, get it off me now.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you got to do that.
No, you don't. You don't have to do that.
Yes, you do. This is.
Trust me, you don't have to.
It has to. Well, you don't have to, but it's definitely more fun.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, listen, look,
Me and
more
my girlfriend
fun.
don't like to improv when we have sex.
You like the,
I'm Shane, she's Caitlin.
Yeah,
Neither of us are vampires.
Yeah.
We have sex.
You guys,
I'm never like, taste yourself.
well, it's not like you're like that every time,
nuts.
but the situation can dictate
I
things.
can't. I'm so anti-improv that I can't break.
It's not. Well, if you
Can't be a character.
My thing is, it's never like that. It's like you pop out of the pee, and then you get a blowjob.
All right,
And then you start asking dirty questions like you like how your pussy tastes.
Yeah, I don't talk dirty.
Yo, Shane likes to run the ball up the middle during sex.
Big Ten sex, dude.
Yes, good, clean Big Ten sex, solid defense.
Wisconsin sex, dude. We're gonna pound the fucking rock and just get out of there with a 17-10 victory.
It's gonna be a good 17-10.
showboating.
Yep, in overtime. Yep.
Iowa football.
Yep. We all stand for the flag. It's very good. It's all.
Fuck, dude, that's wonderful.
Man, that's great.
I'm gonna steal that.
That's really funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's. But no, good for you guys. This is nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a lot of.
How about that shooting, huh?
oh yeah,
Yeah. Well,
false flag.
I'd like to hear you trash white people about this, Satoyo.
I think we need to just call terrorism in all its forms, especially if we're so. If
What
we're
do
so
we stand for though? That's my thing. You have to stand for something.
man, all I know is that people were terrorized, were they not? And the whole idea and the thing with terrorism is the terminology of it has changed a lot within the past 20 years. So it's kind of hard. It's like this sort of fluid term. All I know is that whatever he stood for, it was definitely for killing as many people as he possibly could.
I think you terrorized a woman by putting your foot on her head.
She would disagree with you.
She could have
She
been.
joined ISIS, dude.
Yeah, she converted after that.
I thought terrorism's only when people from the Middle East bomb people.
That appears. I think that's the new definition. I think definitely.
Yeah, but what if a dude is just
No, but
crazy?
Timothy McVeigh was a terrorist.
He was a terrorist. Yep.
He had reasons.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he killed children.
Should watch the fucking
No,
documentary.
I saw it. I mean, but
They
he
fucked with
definitely,
him, man.
yeah,
They fucked with his dudes.
No, I'm not saying, but he definitely killed children.
He blew up.
But-
Yeah, there's a bit of a daycare in there.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
He
Yeah.
killed a ton of kids.
Yeah, he killed a group of kids. And the thing about it is,
Did he?
yeah, right. Yeah,
Well, they're
man.
saying there was multiple gunmen though,
Hey, I
It was
mean,
a weird situation.
and the security guard got shot or something too. Like a lone security guard got shot.
almost like 600, almost 600 people got shot. Like a lot of people,
Yeah.
a lot of people got popped that day. I don't know, man. Like last year, kids got killed and none happened. So it's kind of like, you know, whatever.
true.
It's just kind of like this. It's going to keep on happening, and it's escalating every single time. So I'm just like, all right, you might as well just shake hands with everybody you ever encounter and be decent as you can, because they don't kill you one way or the other. But fuck, at least they got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
the terrorism thing, though. Yeah, I mean, it's weird to me for either side to be pushing like, you better call this terrorism. You're just
Yeah.
not saying it because he's white, and it's like, well, maybe because it's by the definition that I use. He doesn't have a political agenda. He's not publicly or politically intimidating people or anything like that. So this is just a fucking mass shooting.
Yeah.
well, to me, then that's where. And you're right.
And then the right will refuse to admit it,
Sure.
or whoever they'll try hard to be like, no, he's not a terrorist. But based on other definitions, he is.
He's a
so,
terrorist,
I mean, it's
yeah.
just like it's.
when you like what happened, especially on American soil, which I think is very, very important because Americans died, which is very, very important. People were, and this is the only way, people were actually terrorized, and victimized.
No,
so
but
it's
that's
just,
not. I mean, terrorized isn't any form of definition.
no. What I'm saying is that moment was a moment where people were in fact shot, murdered, killed,
Yes.
frightened, terrorized. All these were things that were actively happening. People were getting down and they were still being shot at. People were running and they were still being shot at. So it's not like this is happening and people are being inconvenienced. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like,
I'm sorry, I could be misinterpreting this, but are you trying to say that being in a state of terror is a victim of terrorism? Because I've been on roller coasters.
Sure, but that's like when you signed up for but you signed up for that roller
Well,
coaster.
you signed up to go to that concert.
You didn't sign
There's
up to get
a decent chance if you're in a group of more than
you
1,000
didn't-
people in America.
You didn't sign up to get shot at.
No, of course not.
You know, so it's
Well,
just like
I wonder how many of those people were kind of stoked on the fucking gun. And they started ripping like, wee! When they started ripping, they're
I
probably
saw
like,
a couple.
Well, you know
some
what
funny
the-
clips of people standing up. Did you see that guy chugging a beer and giving him
Yeah,
the
middle finger.
Pretty great.
Well, you know the
really?
funny,
While the
yeah,
guy
yeah.
was just ripping people, he's
Yeah.
like, fuck you.
Yeah,
That's exactly
was
what
doing-
said.
he
He's
was
like,
doing
"Fuck
one
you,
of those,
asshole."
yeah.
And he chugs his Bud Light pounder.
Yeah.
He's just standing in the
Yeah.
middle of the concert.
I was hoping he made it because that dude is so sufficiently drunk and probably just always.
Oh, yeah.
He probably already halfway wants to die anyway.
Yeah.
That he's like, "Fuck it, I'll go out of here." Like
He
this.
was, he was dying to fucking go out. He's probably the Lieutenant Dan of country music,
Oh,
dude. He's
yeah.
like,
Here's the
"Take
best
me."
part of this entire tragedy
What?
was Dan Bilzerian's. You know that guy?
Who is
Dan
he again?
Bilzerian. He's a Las Vegas poker player, but he's just like he's done a ton of other shit. Mm-hmm. And he was on Joe Rogan. He's been
Oh,
he's
yeah, yeah.
he's an Instagram star.
I know, yeah.
that has like amazing hot chicks with him.
You
and
showed me
Instagram
this
all the
guy,
time.
yeah.
He's hilarious. But he had an Instagram story because he was in Vegas that starts out. Well, it starts out at the beginning of the day. He's doing like kickboxing with like Steve Aoki. Or like some guy. It's so
yeah,
funny.
dude.
And then it cuts to just a hot chick in his kitchen. And he's like zoomed in on her tits. And he's like, yeah. And then
man.
it cuts to him at the concert, like behind the stage, like, yeah, this is sick. And then the next story is him running full speed. And he's like, it's so funny because he's still got like a black cowboy hat on and he's taking a selfie while he's running away from this thing. And he's like, holy fuck, I just saw a chick get fucking shot in the fucking head, dude.
Yeah.
What? And he keeps running.
Dude.
This is not fucking
Then
cool.
Yeah.
the next scene is him in his truck, and he's like, I'm going back to my house to get my guns. So he got a rifle and came back to the scene, and cops were like, dude, get out of here. You're going to get murdered.
I'm a viral star. I need to go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like,
I'm a
dude,
fucking
you
viral
take
star,
that
dude.
fucking rifle out, you're going to get shot.
All he does is hang out with like women. It's kind of his life is kind of crazy. His life is
I can't knock
amazing.
him.
No. I'm not knocking him. I'm
But
just
that
like,
video is so funny.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
yeah.
So this dude was there
dumb.
documenting just another sick fucking day in the books,
Yep.
and he
Yep.
was a victim of a mass shooting.
Shooting while he's
Bro, that shit is so hilarious.
It is fucked up, and it's so funny to think
Him
they're
running
that
and being like,
place. They're like the new Hurricanes.
Him running
Yeah.
and talking to his Instagram followers
God,
of being
dude.
like, I just saw a chicken shot in the fucking head.
That's how we live now, though. It's like, dude, if I'm gonna go out, like I gotta document this. At least let me hit send before I get like popped in the
Yeah,
back.
I've thought
you know?
about that.
Yeah, it's like, yo, if I gotta go out right now, like fucking.
That would be funny for that
Be a
dude's
hilarious
grandchildren
video.
to like look at his life and think, "Oh my god, Grandpa did his whole life." Then like halfway through, like it's kind of a fucking.
That's a weird,
Yeah.
a weird video.
Yeah, like, well, granddad was kind of a dick, huh, Mom? And it's like, well, honey,
here
you know,
he is.
it was a different time.
If he got shot there, that would have been crazy.
Filming tits moment before the shooting.
He better have hit send. If he had gotten like shot and was like dying, he better have hit send like
He
a
would
man.
have.
Yeah.
He would have got right through that, dude. He's a beast. He
Oh,
actually
he
is
is.
a
Yeah,
beast.
no, he's-
So they found like 46 guns too on the guy. It went into his room.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was
46.
like
That's what they
16. I thought it was
That's what they
16.
said. They said 40
Maybe
something.
with his house, he had a bunch too. Yeah,
Maybe
He had a
they said
ton.
it was like 40 something.
Not in the room.
How many?
But at his house. I think in the room it was in the teens.
I think
which is
I heard
it was
16.
still crazy.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
But he also had a ton of shit at his house. He had like apparently they said he had like fertilizer, the same type of McVeigh shit in his car, or he was ready for a bomb.
Think he was a patsy?
He was a false flag. You think this is a
That's
smoke
what
screen?
people-
Dude,
that's,
did you listen to the 911 calls? A lot of people are calling in multiple shooter, multiple
Yeah.
shooter.
Well, I think
It's 'cause
because
of
I think it
echoes.
was where it was coming from. Because when you think about it, because it didn't make sense to me when I first heard about it.
Yeah.
I didn't understand like someone's just shooting from down below. I'm like, what type of gun do you have to have to be with that type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
range? I was
Yeah.
like, how? And then I was like, well, how do you get that up there? I haven't even looked
Yeah, of
online
course.
yet.
But
I'm
you
like,
can
how
break
the
that
fuck
down,
do you?
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, how do you get that shit in there? And next thing I know, I'm hearing like. I would imagine it had to be very, very disorienting to people because it's just coming from above.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's
it's
a
like
machine gun.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
ripping.
bullets
Here's,
are ripping through you.
Here's some weird things about the Patsy
Yeah.
idea. All right, so obviously with him, and this is not a dead giveaway. It's just something that's interesting. Is there's no signs that he would do anything like this. There's nothing. Like everybody that's talked about it has been like, he didn't have any problems. He liked to gamble. He's a rich guy. Mm-hmm. He's old and he's rich and he lives in like a $500,000 house. Like, so not that that's any. I mean, obviously,
sure.
Yeah,
anytime
yeah.
there's a shooting, people are like, I didn't think he would do it, but sometimes like Sandy Hook, it's like,
Yeah, a guy was
that kid's
yeah.
that looks like an
Yeah.
alien.
Yeah.
He did it.
With the
But,
Dylan Roof.
Yeah,
shit
Dylan,
like
yeah,
Him, you're
Dylan
like,
Roof
"Alright,
was
This guy looks like the Joker.
Dylan
Yeah.
Roof.
So
all
he was a
This
good
is a
time,
normal
Charlie.
fucking dude, and then, well, obviously not normal fucking dude,
Yeah.
but he had his wife's card that he was using at the casino because he gambled for like 4 days before he did it. He was using her card so he could build points for future comps,
Wow.
Yeah.
which was like, the fuck are you planning for in the
Yeah.
future, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then there's no security footage yet of him in there, which is weird. There's no like, because normally they release the just
Him
a lot of,
lugging up 16 fucking
yeah,
guns,
and
dude.
then the,
Well, I think they would be hesitant to release that type of shit, really,
Yeah, it's
because
probably
it'd be like,
embarrassing.
yeah, it
Well,
would.
you're allowed to bring suitcases
No,
in
no,
with you.
totally. But
Yeah.
for them to be like, "Oh, here's the security footage,"
And you see a
they'd be
guy
like, "You see
carrying a
it?
gun.
Yeah,
You know,
look,
like, you can put them in suitcases.
No,
you
yeah,
can break all
yeah,
them
but
down.
it's gonna
But-
look bad when a
yeah.
guy looks like fucking.
it's like a PR nightmare for them."
But dude,
You know.
you're two big rolly suitcases.
No, of course, but the perception of it is just going to be what because even like
it's gonna
let's
be
say
more
those
than
are.
two. It's gonna be a bunch. It's gonna
Yeah.
be funny.
True,
looking.
It's
yeah.
like, how does he get in with all these things? And if I'm a business, and it'd be like, look, if I legally got to show the authorities, all right, fine. But it's like, please don't leak this to the press. Like,
Yeah,
please.
but like,
Another
how the
thing-
fuck? If you're in a hotel, people are bringing in
Yeah, nobody's
bags
gonna be upset,
constantly.
but it is a bad look.
It's a-
not
Yeah, yeah.
logical, but it does look bad.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
just-
they're gonna be like, "Hey, should have stopped."
Well,
Yeah, of course.
Because right now, especially when things like this happen, since we're not gonna do anything, since there's gonna be no gun control whatsoever, and that's just what it is. Nothing's gonna happen. Well, we got to blame somebody, So
Yeah.
if we can't go directly at the issue at hand or the multiple issues at hand, since we can't address them at all, then what the fuck is this hotel doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck were the authorities doing? This was a concert with hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people
Yeah,
there.
22,000.
22,000. Like, what's
Damn.
going on?
Big
Where are all these
concert.
lapses happening? Because you just had that deal. What was it in England? Where during like Ariana Grande concert,
Yeah.
some shit went down. It's like, why aren't you guys better staffed
That
for
was
this?
terrorism.
Yeah. So all it's gonna be is
That was terrorism.
all it's gonna be is since we can't address these issues and these issues won't be addressed, we got to point at everything else.
Yeah. but I mean,
One more thing though, the housekeeping didn't find any guns when they checked his room for 4 days.
Really?
Didn't see anything. Cleaned his room, didn't see anything.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I'm denying too. I'm saying I didn't see shit neither.
Maybe, but it's
If
still,
they saw an arsenal, bro, they're gonna go tell someone.
I don't get paid
Still
enough.
very
Nah,
interesting.
I don't get paid enough. And guess what?
Dude.
Guess what? All them
they
floors
could have been
all,
black ladies with that exact
all
mentality.
them- all
I don't
them-
get paid enough for this shit.
all the-
just
well,
walked out.
all them floors I'm checking. Number one, all them floors I'm checking. By the time I get to his floor, do I really need one? I don't want to look under his bed. I'm tired. I'm going out of here, man.
You don't put shit under a hotel bed, dude.
Yeah.
They're all platformed and blocked down. You can't put shit underneath them.
Well, okay.
Huh.
But they could be in the closet and duffel
Or under
bags,
the
though.
mattress or
Closet
whatever.
and duffel
Yeah.
bags.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't see shit. And if it
Or,
was still in
dude-
those, if it was still in those bags, I'm not going through his bag.
In a
That's
drawer under a
crazy.
t-shirt.
So he's like a somewhat wealthy gambler. That
Yeah.
was the story.
Yeah.
I wonder if he just was
He was
like
an accountant.
He's a bit of a thrill seeker, dude. Maybe he just was like, "Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna see what this is like."
Maybe the dude just thought he liked country music until he didn't, right?
Yeah.
So, but again, who knows? But it's just like, yeah, a lot of people are
Shit.
dead as a result.
And
What is
so,
it? 68.
58.
Okay.
yeah,
59.
59. It went though, yeah,
My cousin-
60,
59.
including him.
Yeah.
No, I don't
And-
think
and-
he counts.
No, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't get on the victim toll, dude.
No.
Unless
And-
he's a patsy.
True.
Why
He's not a
not?
patsy.
He's not a patsy. But the shame of it all is, I think he shot himself in the head, didn't he?
Yeah, probably.
I believe he shot himself in the head, so you don't even get to, because like with football players,
Toxology,
yeah,
maybe?
well, you don't get to check his brain. So
Yeah.
with like football players, it's now come out that Aaron Hernandez, who's in prison, had massive CTE.
CTEs.
Yeah,
What did he
like
do again? Did he kill someone?
yeah, he killed like 2 people.
Yeah, he was-
yeah, Hernandez was
Yeah,
about
but
that life.
that one thing that's weird about Hernandez is it didn't seem very CTE like. It seemed like it was like almost like an organized crime.
He definitely had his
Murder.
he definitely had
What'd
his
he do? I don't know what he
syndicate.
did.
Like he had his own
Yeah.
like group kind of.
Yeah, it's
He
not
has-
like I can see OJ getting the old CTEs and
Oh, OJ been done had CTE. Have
trying
you,
to chop someone's head off.
Have you really
He
looked
tried
at
to
that?
cut someone's head off?
He pretty much sawed her head off.
Yeah,
Did he really?
Yeah.
Cut her so bad that
That's
it, like her
CTEs,
head was
yeah,
pretty
that's
much
some
off.
CTEs.
yeah.
Shit.
Classic juice, dude. Well, actually, he didn't do it. The killer still is lurking.
Killer still looms about.
I think it was probably the guy who did the Vegas thing. He was probably trying to go out with a bang before OJ got to him.
He's been following OJ.
Yo, this is
The second
that's
OJ
a
got released,
that's
he
a
knew.
hell that's a actually that's a good tie-in conspiracy theory.
It's a great conspiracy.
It's,
He lives
I mean,
down there. He
Alex
lives nearby.
Alio
I
Jones
think
would
it's
fuck
the,
with
I
that
think
heavy.
I think it's the young Rob Kardashian
Yeah,
was the one who did that.
maybe.
He was about 7 at the time.
It could have been him.
He sawed her head off.
Bro, all I know is I ain't going to no more concerts, man. Especially outdoors.
Oh, you're gonna let the terrorists win?
You're
yeah.
gonna let the white terrorists win?
Yeah, they
How
appear
dare you.
to they appear to want it bad enough. Like, you kidding me? Like
The white terrorists.
Actually,
whites are yeah.
I wouldn't go. I let the terrorists win when when Batman got shot up. I was
Yeah.
going to see that. I let the terrorists win. I'm like,
I went to it and I
I'll
was afraid the whole time, dude. I was in the theater I swear to God, I was like, if somebody got up to walk, I'd be like, I was fucking hawking them, dude.
See, I saw it the night of, so I was lucky. So I saw it, and then all that stuff went down in Colorado, and I was like, "Well, I don't need to see that again until I can
man.
buy it."
You
so,
did luck
really
out.
scary.
yeah, I was like, "I don't need to see this. I don't need to," because normally with like the Batman flicks, I'll see it at least twice in theaters because I'm a Batman nerd. So I'm a super nerd about Batman, so I'll see it in theaters twice for that experience. And I saw it the first time. Man, that was so fucking
You're
good.
not
That
allowed to
was
say the N-word.
that was triumphant. You know what I'm
be a
saying?
Batman nerd
I
and
was
say
I was
the
triumphant. Niggas is gonna go see it again. It was like I was doing, and then that happened, and I was like, oh, I'm all right, I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
was a tough one.
That was
was a
weird
hard
for
one.
me to see a bunch of people being like, "Finally, white shooter. We told you guys." It's like, dude, this guy's a psycho.
But the thing about it is, but
very frustrating.
for everybody that's been like, oh yeah, white shooter, we told you. I was like, what you mean told you? That's an old style.
Yeah.
This isn't a new
True.
phenomena. So it's just
DC
like
Sniper was a surprise.
DC Sniper was a huge surprise.
Yeah,
That dude
Don't even get-
hollowing out his trunk and
Yeah.
sniping people.
Bro, that shit was. I was like, oh, he's really. I mean, he's really upset. I was
There
like,
was-
I remember,
There
like,
was,
but he-
there was one in Norway a while ago where
seem
this
like they
guy
have some
killed
good
like
ones.
this guy killed so many people, and he got 21 years in jail.
Really?
The Scandinavian like prison systems, like you don't go to jail.
He just owns like an Allstate now.
This guy, he's still in jail, but I'm pretty sure I could be way wrong because he should have been killed.
sure.
Do they not have the death penalty?
They definitely don't have the death penalty.
Sure.
But I could have sworn I read that he was sentenced to like 21 years. He killed like it was like a summer camp It was actually like a horror movie. It was like a summer camp. So they're on this island, and he killed like 70 people, most of them kids. And then, yeah, this was recent.
That's like super Canada to me, like Scandinavia.
Scandinavia.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
wow. You got to go to jail for a while now.
You're going to
Scandinavia.
jail for a while now, bud. What'd you do? Killed 48 people? Oh, no, 21 years.
Let him serving like 8.
Yeah.
Still be able to enjoy your life after, but still, you got to think about it for a while. What were you thinking, bud? But anyway,
You
back
probably
to
kill him with like a fucking axe too, so they don't have guns.
back to the terrorism.
Sure.
The white terrorism.
Sure.
So it's just, again, hypocritical again.
What?
Because now you have all these people on the left that are like, thank God he was white. I was so afraid it was a Muslim terrorist attack, and brown people have it hard enough in this country.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
then,
weird.
And then if it was on the right, they'd be like, and it was a Muslim, they'd be like, we
yeah.
knew it was a fucking Muslim. Tighten the fucking borders.
Yeah.
So, like, everybody's going to politicize everything for their own thing, but it's just so fucking constantly hypocritical, and both sides think they're better than the other.
Sure.
And it's really, really
I
frustrating.
I miss the good old days when shit would go down and I'd just be like, just please don't be a black guy. That's what I miss. Because you didn't get, because afterward, if it wasn't a black guy, you didn't care. It was like, cool. I don't really, because you didn't have time.
When was this?
Oh, this was like the 90s. This was like when Oklahoma City happened and all that shit. Like,
it's obviously-
Oklahoma City bombing. You weren't like
Black guys don't use bombs.
yeah, but at the same time, be like,
Sure.
look, because he was waiting. Like, you can only hear enough black uncles say, "I'm tired of this shit. I ain't gonna take it no more."
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "What's going on?" They're like, "I don't want to fucking talk about
Fox
it."
News in the '90s was like it was like triple homicide,
Yeah.
double homicide.
So
That was like they were our Unabombers, dude. That was
Yeah.
you know.
What's
it
that?
was
Said you when you were watching the news in the '90s, it would just be like triple murder in Philadelphia row home.
yeah.
it'd be
Were
like-
they making that up?
No,
definitely not.
Like
It
children
was
were getting
mostly black dudes.
yeah.
every
Kids
time.
kids were getting popped in the noodle. And again, I lived
Seems
out.
like something that should be addressed societally.
But when you see the Oklahoma bomber, it wasn't like, please. Hopefully, this wasn't like some like Denzel. some
Look,
Denzel
all I can say is I'm gonna speak for my hood. There was this collective. This is awful. This is terrible. Please, no, please. Like there was this like,
Yeah.
please,
Yeah,
please,
that
no,
makes
please,
sense.
because it's just like, especially at that time period, it's like we don't need this. This OJ shit is going on right now. It's really tense,
That had
and
people
and,
hype, yeah.
and we all know
guys were winning.
and we all know he did it, but we don't know how it's gonna go. Like we all know he fucking did it, but we got to take it however it comes. Please, no, please, because. Especially at that point, it's like, what you mean O.J. Simpson went and killed a beautiful white woman in Beverly Hills? Niggas is allowed to do this? Like, you didn't think that this could happen.
Could you please bleep that out?
I like to do it and look in Shade's eyes.
Well, it's tight now as a white dude to know how black dudes felt in the '90s being demonized. 'Cause
Yes.
now we're demonized.
Now we're the victims.
We are demonized, dude.
We are
Oh yeah, you guys.
We're
You guys are totally.
getting demonized.
You guys.
now.
Well,
Which
you guys
I'm
are.
kind of hype on. I go into stores now and I was like,
But
"Sup,
you guys.
dude?"
But the thing
Yes.
about it is, I
Get
don't
me.
think it's appropriate demonization. Because if it was, because like it's like they're going to demonize so long, and this is a very simplistic response to that. So long as white dudes fucking, we good.
What do you mean?
So long as white men are fucking,
Yeah,
we
white
are,
men,
yes,
fucking each other.
No. Fucking women. Fucking women. Because a lot of times, like, the demon, because now it's like women are like, yo, you guys are like the fucking worst for real now.
Yeah.
You know, like, because it's a lot of it's coming from you guys are the fucking worst for real now. So much so it's like, a lot of it, we can sit back and be like, all right, well, the ladies appear to have this one under control. Don't really. And they still got heaters for us because now black men are, in fact, the white men of colored people. That has also been a thing.
Yeah, you guys.
That's been said, yeah.
You
So
guys
we're.
have toxic masculinity.
Yeah, so we're not too far behind.
It'll
so
get you guys.
yeah. So it's like, so to me, it's just like,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing this like, yeah, they're demonized. But when I see like McCusker, good hair, Gillis, tall, I'm like,
Ah, thanks.
fuck
Tall.
it. You know, tall's a
Tall's a
power,
big one.
dude. Tall's a power move.
Tall.
Yeah,
Tall's the main thing on online dating.
Yeah,
Must
tall's
be
a-
tall.
Well,
Tall's a power
as far
move,
as,
bro.
As far as white guys being victimized, we're gonna be all right until fat, bowl cut chicks become cops.
yeah. Oof.
Then
Never.
we're
They hate
fucked.
cops. They'll never do
Yeah,
it.
but if lesbians take over cops, we're fucked.
Yeah, but I mean
Then
that
they'd
would
be like, "You white fucking bitch," and they'd fight
But
us.
would they be
beat
allowed
them
to?
up.
Would they be allowed to really get in and then?
No,
Well,
we're
once
holding on.
Exactly.
Once Hillary Clinton takes all of our guns with their false flags, yeah.
Hillary about to die, bro. What you talking
Hillary
about?
is about to
Is
die.
she
She
old?
died?
Yeah, she's.
It's gonna come on.
I heard she has
like,
she has AIDS,
fainting.
doesn't she?
She did get AIDS.
I heard she has
What the
AIDS.
She got
fuck?
AIDS.
What the fuck do y'all be watching? What
This
do
is
you mean?
InfoWars, dude.
Oh, okay.
Hillary's definitely got AIDS. Bill gave her AIDS.
Oh, okay.
Bill gave her
Well,
Bill caught him while he was raping someone and gave him to
yeah.
Hillary.
And
Bill rape
interestingly,
AIDS Hillary.
interestingly,
Would you ever rape a male feminist?
no.
Okay. Just check. I don't know. Just seeing.
I don't. No, I try to stay away
Would
from
you
the-
ever rape? Stop there.
Just to,
Yeah, I try not to engage with self-identified male feminists. I try to let the
That's what I'm saying.
the
Just
women
give,
deal
just
with
give him a
them.
good raping.
Oh no!
Now you're bringing me around.
That's what I'm saying,
There you
man.
go. Now you say that
Show
with
me your
that
tricks, yeah.
With that manner, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, when you make it a country time sort of down home
now I
type
can
feel,
do it,
that'll
yeah.
give us like, oh okay. So we do around. That's what we do around
Good
the
raping.
good raping. Good
Like your
right,
pa used to give you
Yeah.
back in the day. You remember that?
right around the bonfire.
I
Yeah.
don't know, that's,
good.
there's nothing funnier to me than a dude getting raped by another guy.
Whoa!
I don't know. It's so funny to me, dude. It's so funny.
You do have that, yeah. You got that long dickin' joke.
That's one of my favorites.
That
I
is
have
a funny,
tear
it's a
coming out
funny
my eye.
joke.
It's
Yeah.
such a funny thing to think.
A
It's
man
horrible.
Getting pinned down by another man.
And raped, dude.
Or sometimes by a group of men.
That's
Because
a
like
real
let the dude,
atrocity.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't watch those videos, but yeah.
Well, you've heard the stories, like
That's a real
the
atrocity.
frat hazing deals.
No,
nobody gets
I knew a
raped.
guy in high school got a toothbrush allegedly put up his butt on the
That's
wrestling
not
team.
rape, right? With
That's
the
not
frat
rape.
house?
That's just good old.
That's sodomy.
Satoya.
That's at least
Satoya,
sodomy.
You sound like a male feminist.
That's
when
at
you
least
say
sodomy.
You gotta rape him.
When I might rape.
Now, see,
That'd be sick. If
it's
we
it's
raped
all it's
episode 48, our first black guy. We ended up raping him.
it's all come back around. He thought I was gay. Then
No,
he wants me to be gay. Then he wanted me bisexual. He just wants to rape me. This is what
We're
it
like,
comes down.
we're like the one guy from Boogie Nights who invites Mark Wahlberg into his
Yeah.
truck. He's like, jerk off me, you fucking queer. I'll fucking kick your ass.
I like how this turned into like an episode like the movie Deliverance. Like, he's like, we gonna rape him. We gonna rape him.
We just lured you into the
That's because
woods.
Matt kind of just went right. He was like, "You ever give a good old raping?"
Yeah, and then you
Come
got
on, man.
and then you got brought in.
Got me,
That
yeah,
he
it
sold
got
you
me.
on that one.
That's a quick sell. If you could say "good old" in front of anything, I'm in.
Yeah, yeah,
There's some bad ones I could say.
yeah. There's
right
some
now.
bad lynchings coming
that's what I was
into. But yeah.
No, it's like
I
if
like- I
somebody
like-
approached me and was like, "Would you like to lynch that guy?" I'd be like, "Whoa, man, take it easy." If he came out and was like, "How about a good old lynching?" I'd be like, "That sounds great."
I like how Shane Shane said. I wish y'all could see his face because Shane will say something like, "Oh, when you put good old in front of something, man, I'm down for it." Then you can see him process. Ooh, this is a slippery one. I got it, and then he's like, "I gotta write it out. I gotta fucking write it out."
All right. I knew.
man.
See, I knew I wouldn't hate you, Satoya. I knew if I got you down here, we talked it out, had a good old talk.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, it is. What are we at time wise?
We're at 50 minutes.
50.
Yeah, 50.
Oh man, look at that
But
time.
that I'm gonna give you a little teaser. So I'm gonna try to get my friend on too, who was in jail.
Oh, nice.
And he talked about a little male rape, dude.
Oh no.
He said, "Yeah, that's."
Oh no.
I get a lot of people who say, "Like, it doesn't really happen in
That
jail."
happens.
He was like, "Yeah, it totally does."
Yeah.
And there was one guy who, like, so it's like this dude was getting continuously raped, and they also his cellie wouldn't let him shit in their cell.
Oh.
So if you're if you're deemed a bitch, everyone knows you're a prison bitch. No one will let you shit in any of the toilets. So this guy had to shit down the shower drain and mash it down with his.
Oh
boxer.
my god.
All right, save these stories.
Yeah.
So I think our.
But I'm just giving you a little
hopefully-
teaser, dude.
Yeah, hopefully our next guest, or eventually, is going to be Matt's good friend from prison.
Yeah, my childhood friend. Well, not
Who?
my friend. I didn't go to prison, but he did go to prison.
Yeah.
No. Y'all weren't friends like that.
Yeah,
Y'all
dude,
weren't,
think
y'all
about
weren't
that.
close
When
friends.
you're fucking complaining, at least you're not shitting down the shower drain.
And mashing it with your fucking
Stomping it
hand, bro. Like you gotta get you get clean, you get dirty again, and you gotta get clean. You only get like 5 minutes in there anyway.
He hit me. I was like, it's not like that, really. He's like, well, it's not that much, but I know this one guy, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I know the worst story you've ever heard. Yeah, my uncle was a prison warden, and my cousins worked there. Like they helped with like the infirmary and
Yeah.
stuff. And in the infirmary, they would come in with like, first off, every type of fucking AIDS.
Sure.
Because
Oh, yeah, yeah.
this is just
This is
like,
we're anally fucking.
this is like 90s
Yeah.
fucking
Before the waterfalls video.
This is well before everybody stopped because of the waterfall. But like they would like there was this one guy who first and they all had diabetes at this like they were all
Yeah.
fucked from just the
AIDS
shit.
and diabetes.
They had everything. And
Dude, what
this one guy was like he would get fucked so much that like his cell was like it was just a revolving door of dudes going in and out, and he wasn't getting fucked like. He was gay at that point. Like, he had fucking adopted the fucking crop top.
Yeah. What's how
made
he's going to
platform
survive?
shoes and shit.
That's one way to pass the time in jail. Though,
No, he's going to survive that
He
way.
got AIDS. He died.
Oh, well.
Okay,
He
well.
died from AIDS.
He did not survive.
He had the worst death. Imagine you get fucked in your butt to death
On a steel, not even
in
a comfortable,
jail
pillowy bed
till
as you
die
should.
from a disease.
Yeah. It's one thing getting fucked in the butt, like a comfortable like pillow top, but this is like a metal bench.
And you know what? You want to know how disrespectful this is? I bet you no one put their foot on his head as a show of
I
like
bet if
compassion and romance.
We're talking to one of those guys that was fucking that was raping an AIDS guy in prison, and you were like, "Put your foot on his head." He'd be like, "Dude, what's wrong with you?" He'd look at
He's like,
you.
I'm not a
Like,
monster.
What are you, a fucking psycho? No.
Well, if you had a life sentence, that's not a bad short ticket out. Just fuck the AIDS guy.
No,
Catch
I think
the
that's
fucking
a
bug.
shitty way out is AIDS.
Catch the bug. Yeah, but it takes a good fucking 15 years off your.
Yeah, but if you got shit meds, like
Yeah, I guess
HIV is
there's
going to
there's
turn.
probably better
Yeah,
stuff
Back
to do.
then, there wasn't that many. I think that was a quick death back
yeah,
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was still post Reagan America, so you weren't really access to like drugs.
love
and
Ronald
stuff.
Reagan.
I know you do.
No,
But,
I don't give a fuck. I just
well,
know
your
you
dad
hate
does.
him.
I know your dad
Yeah,
may.
of course.
Yeah, of course.
Dying
Yeah.
of AIDS in jail is probably one of the worst ways to die.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Just catching the bug in jail and being like, I'm going to get out. I'm like, yeah, I caught the bug.
I watched 30 for 30 on Tommy. You remember the Rocky 5?
Yeah.
Was it Tommy?
Tommy
Gunn?
Gunn. Yeah.
What's his last name?
Tom Morrison. Tommy
Yes.
Morrison. Yeah.
Did you watch that 30 for 30?
Yep.
Oh.
And he denied having AIDS till he died, and it was so
he
obvious.
got AIDS, accepted that he had AIDS.
Yep.
And then started reading that he's like, they're just trying to fuck me. Because he was a heavyweight boxer.
Yeah.
He was pretty good.
He was pretty good. He actually won the WBO world
Yeah.
title, knocked out Razor Ruddock, who was
Yeah.
who was a dude on the rise. Like Tommy Morrison was legit, and then but his only problem that he was like a sexual beast. So he was one of them country boys. Didn't believe in condoms. Didn't believe in none of that stuff. He thought that was pussy shit. He's like men fuck without condoms.
He was
Hell
a
yeah.
man, actually.
He was- yeah.
He was
Yeah.
a fucking beast.
Yeah.
So,
Then he got AIDS, and then he was like, I don't have it.
Yeah, he literally
it was thought you were gay if you had it.
Well, he initially, when he got diagnosed with it, because he had to get blood tests for a fight.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I do have AIDS.
yeah.
But then when he got a little older, he got a little fucking crazier.
Yeah.
Yes,
He
he
got,
got AIDS.
his life got depressing.
It got
as
really shitty.
Fuck.
He, I think he took a
Yeah.
second test. He claimed to have taken a second test. He claimed to have took a second test,
It's
and they
gone.
said, "Oh, what came back negative." So I must have gotten a false positive. And then there was like all these, because I remember, because I'm a huge boxing dude, and I remember just seeing pictures of him as time would progress, because he said, I don't have AIDS, nothing's wrong with me.
Yeah.
So he'd still be working out feverishly and doing, so he would keep in good shape. But as the disease progressed along, he'd get more and more gaunt and skinny, but he'd show up to all these like boxing deals and take pictures with all these guys, and like, I'm here with the former champ.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like this, and like he's skin and bone.
So he just started
Yeah.
fighting with like featherweights and stuff?
No,
He-
he
no,
didn't
they-
fight.
they
He wasn't
were-
allowed to fight.
he wasn't allowed to
Just
fight.
dropped weight classes and started
Didn't he
dominating.
go to like, I think he did fight though.
He did fight. He had one more fight.
In
Yeah.
like out of country,
Yeah.
like weird.
Yeah, he won.
He was trying to do shit.
Yeah, he won.
So he was fighting with
I think he
AIDS?
started wearing black eyeliner at
Yep.
the end. It looked like he was
There you
wearing
go.
like black
Yep.
eyeliner. He was a weird.
That's appropriate.
He fell apart, dude.
I think he just couldn't come to grips with it, and even when he
Yeah.
died, they tried to give some excuse. His mom eventually did say like it was complications from you know what.
Oh, because I think it was on his death certificate, heart attack.
Yeah.
Because from the AIDS.
From the AIDS, from
AIDS.
complications. AIDS doesn't kill you; it just makes
Yeah,
you
it gives you
susceptible
something else,
to
yeah.
die from
He
anything.
got like a bug bite while he was in jail for drugs.
They got a heart attack?
And the bug bite, because his immune system was shot, just fucked him up.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And then
he had no T cells.
and then his friend went over to the house to visit him, and he like saw him sitting on the couch, and he was like, "What's wrong with Tommy?" And his wife, who was a lunatic, was like, "Ah, it's a bug bite." And he looked at him, he was like, "No, he's dying of AIDS.
Yeah.
He's dying right
He's
now.
dying
of AIDS."
as we speak.
And he died like a day later.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Anyway, there was all this AIDS talk. That's a good way to end it.
Yeah,
It is.
that's how you wrap it up. Wrap it up, kids.
We got to plug November
Yeah.
22nd.
Live cast.
Nice.
November 22nd live cast, and that's
Thanksgiving Eve.
It's the only thing I want to plug. Anything? Them Boys.
Them
podcast?
Boys with Alex Perlman. So give that a listen. Hey, follow me on Twitter at Setoyo1 SETOIYO1. Yeah. Yes.
No, dude.
Well, thanks
do
for
not
coming on,
follow.
man.
Also,
Of course.
if you're in the mood to just fucking hate listen to something. Fire up them boys, dude. And just, if you're a white guy, which you are, if you're listening to this,
Yeah, you are.
Just listen to Satoyo's podcast, and then you can argue back.
Yeah.
It's very...
Yo, listen to our porn
therapeutic.
episode.
That's actually, yeah. That's
Listen to
nice.
the
Yeah, just listen to that.
we dropped the porn episode. That actually is my favorite episode.
Very therapeutic. I get to argue with a black guy in the car.
That's kind of nice.
If you say something, I hit pause.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, yeah, but what about all the gun deaths in Chicago? And then I hit play. And then you say something, and then I hit pause. And I'm like, black on black crime is disproportionately crazy. And then I hit play.
It's like a 1-900.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's how he gets it all. It's how he gets it. But hey, I got a listener. So we got.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, fuck yeah.
No, I listen.
Nice. You guys been having fun with it?
Oh, dude, it's a blast. It's a fun time, especially when Perlman goes off on tangents about information that like 99% of the audience has no clue about because he just gets mad and reads.
No, Perlman's funny.
Yeah.
Perlman's a great Jew.
Hell yeah.
So that's it. That was episode 48. Ooh, we're getting close to that 50, dude. November 22nd, Helium Comedy Club. It's the only thing that matters.
Praise the Lord, I was born to travel.